And this might be a difference, which again, if it happens in this version, it's not going to matter all that much, but it'll be a difference nonetheless. Trunks does mention, and don't forget your transformation watch. So what am I getting at? If and when they get to the fight with Cellmax, we might see them in their Saiyaman X costumes first. We might. Again, it's not like it's gonna matter, right? But then that just makes me think, wow, what if they did like a Gotenks in Saiyaman X? And I know Kai's not gonna fuck with that. No. Gotenks Saiyaman X?
Oh, you make it sound like I'm the only one. You're the only one who is gonna fuck with it.
Absolutely. Yes, sir.
Oh, that's that good shit.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Ooch. I'm here with my brother Ooch and the homie Kai and my man not so little IQ Ooch. And we are back again, once again. How y'all doing today? Boys, children of all ages, the IQ trifecta is here. All right. My man with the grapes, with the bun too. Brother Ooch, take it away!
Yo, what's going on, fellas? Gang.
Gang, gang. All right.
Bob out. Nigga, big Bob. Bob around you.
Yeah, nice. That's what's up. You should start saying that more often too.
What,
now.
gang?
Gang, gang, bang, bang, bing, bong, whatever. I don't care. Those are sound effects I approve. I don't like this fucking ice in the vein bullshit. I'm not a fan of that one. That shit's stupid.
That's here forever.
Yeah, I know. You know, I actually confronted the person that I know influenced him about that shit, and I said, I fucking blame you for making him stupid. And he goes, hey man, ice in the vein. Like that's literally what he fucking bullshit, right? So, anyways, not to dilly dally, but brother, how you doing today, sir?
Doing pretty good. Had an off day, so got the cut.
Nice. Yep, I see it. Nice.
Then a car wash, little Wawa action, then some gym session. That's pretty much it.
How long were you in the gym today?
I was there around like 5, so then left at like 8:30 after because I hooped a bit.
Yeah. I was gonna say the majority of your time spent is basically hooping. So, I, on the other hand, got to the gym. Now, mind you, I was driving up from Crystals, so that was like a 2-hour plus drive, and I got to the gym around like 10:20. I was there. I didn't leave until 1:45. I basically tried having a make up session where I combined 2 days worth of exercises in one day. So shout outs. I was fucking feeling it. It was tough. It was chest and legs. Worst. I figured I'd get legs out of the way because fuck legs. I don't need a fat ass. I don't. What am I gonna fucking do with this shit? Okay? I don't need it, don't want it, but it's there. Whatever. Rice and beans. Kai-san, how you doing today, sir?
I don't even know anymore. I think we just gonna have to skip me for today. Nah, I'm good. It's been regular, so we chilling.
Yeah, all right. Regular degular, that's all good. Regular degular's not bad. Listen, I'll take a regular fucking degular. Shit. Anyways,
Right.
Ooch, how you doing today, sir?
I'm taking donations for Tears of the Kingdom.
Oh my
Send
god.
them my way. Send them my way.
Yo,
I'm gonna need them. $70. Nintendo eShop.
do you notice how whenever I ask him like how he's doing, he answers with something completely
He
different.
sponsors some shit.
Right. It's usually like a snack or it's
Yo,
like,
I got some pasta today.
yeah.
What's up?
Yo, shout outs to it's always food or donations now or he's fucking shitting on Chase Bank or something like that. You know what I'm saying? That's usually how it goes. But all right.
Them niggas is hiring in the Bronx, apparently.
Okay. How the fuck do you know
I
that?
hate
Because of school.
I hate chicken nuggets.
I got a school email about about fucking hiring managers from Chase Bank doing like a hiring meeting type of thing, like event where you can go down to the Bronx or whatever, Brooklyn type shit.
That is so fucking random.
It was random as fuck, bro. You talking about Chase Bank,
He
man?
said, "Hey, yo, they hiring in the Bronx." What?
Bronx and Brooklyn type shit.
All
I ain't
right.
working there, man.
I now hate chicken nuggets
Why?
You found
because
out how they made
they
them?
hurt the Lakers.
El Moo.
That's fucked up. That's actually fucked up. I don't follow basketball like y'all, but I do understand like what's been happening.
Nah, I'm actually like depressed.
Listen, we'll get your spirits up in just a moment. All right, let me get
It's
through
been
these.
2 days.
Yeah, let me get.
I'm
Let me,
still feeling
let
it.
me. Oh
It's been
my
2
god.
days.
Let me get these.
It's
through
a dark
these
hole. It's a dark
formalities.
hole.
No dark hole. We're not playing Yu-Gi-Oh on this fucking shit. Okay, nope, not doing that. Anyways, if you wanna hear your name shout out at the end of these episodes, you wanna sponsor, or well, yeah, I guess that is technically kind of like sponsoring. But if you wanna help support us, you wanna see this set turn into something magnificent. You want extra content behind the scenes, extras that you could possibly request. And like I said, hear your name at the end of these. Directly support. Feel free, hit us up. Full Power Podcast over on the Patreon page to become a thriving Ozaru today. If you have a comment, question, concern, business inquiry, or fan art you're trying to sponsor, right, more directly, you actually have like a good inquiry, because funny enough, we have gotten a few and they've all been bogus because I know how to fucking shit them away. Because here's the thing, right? You tell them a price, and when you tell them a price, they scurry. But if they're legit, they'll take it under consideration, right? So anyways, hit us up, fullpowerpod@gmail.com. That is fullpowerpod@gmail.com. Hit us up on the Bluebird. On Twitter, @fullpowerpod. And if you don't want us to miss your comment in the YouTube, right? Then make sure you are hitting us up via the super thanks. And then as far as the Spotify goes, make sure you're answering the polls, because we want to obviously engage with you guys as well. So thank you for those that are engaging in those. So yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. So as I actually pull up the, because I'm actually curious, because there's always one little thing that I forget to have preemptively, set up, because I try to come prepped, like as prepped as possibly can, right? Like I got all my fucking windows up and shit. But you know what? It's just like, I don't know. So anyway, here we go. So I do have, let me see. I have our comments up, but I figured we'd just get the chapter out of the way first, because we did say what we mentioned last week that we were going to quickly go over the 93 chapter, which again, kind of like how I did with the last time for chapter 92. For those that are not keeping up with the Dragon Ball Super manga, you really aren't missing out on a whole lot. Rightfully so, because especially if you've seen the superhero movie, then you already know what the hell is happening. There's really not much else to discuss or to dissect. It's essentially just, it's just a little bit more. And when I say a little bit more, I mean this. So the chapter starts with Goku and Broly fighting. This is Broly's official manga debut. All right. So if you weren't sure about his inclusion before, well, there's no fucking excuses now. This guy is in both the anime and manga. Okay. Not just the movie, but he's in there too. So is Paragus. So is fucking Gogeta, which is another thing, with another first if you want to even mention that, Broly and Gogeta are now officially both manga canon for those that sleep or just want to, be difficult. But they basically recap the movie in about like 4 pages, 4 to 5 pages. They recap Broly's fucking movie within this chapter. And then they go right back to where, Vegeta's meditating, and then Goku's like, Vegeta, what are you doing meditating? And then Vegeta's like, all of the other people that we've fought that are like super strong, they are like, what does he say? He says, I was shown to be inferior to all these foes of ours in recent years, and what do they have that I lack? And then he explains that the physical bodies have long since been honed to their limits. In that respect, our training already made us on par with those opponents. And then the difference lies in how we wield our power. There's still too much excess, too much wasted energy when we fight. So to command 100% of our power, we must force our bodies and spirits to relax outside of the moments when we attack. So Whis, of course, commends Vegeta for that, which is pretty much lines into what happened in the movie. Like, there's really no major differences. I mean, surprisingly enough, they even kept the whole thing with Chilai when she comes in. And here's the thing, I guess this is one little minor difference, but when she like came in with that big bag of, I guess, what seemed to be cooking supplies, it seemed like they were trying to steal shit, I guess, in this version, but it's not like they get away with anything because literally everything else lines up. Limo makes the food, Beerus sees Chilai, he calls her cutie, he blushes. Even literally the same shot for shot. It's like literally like this dude basically just traced the movie and just put in the manga, like straight up. So neither here nor there. Then obviously what happens after that? Then Whis decides, oh, we should have a fight between all three of yous. And then Goku's like, nah, that's not a good idea because Broly will destroy this whole place if he loses control. Everything lines up. They go back to Piccolo, seeing Dende. He says, oh, I'm trying to have my potential unlocked how they did it for Gohan and Krillin back in the day on Namek. Dende's like, oh, I can't do it. I'm not old enough. So that's when he's like, okay, why don't we do it with the Dragon Balls? Then he calls up, was it Bulma? Bulma says, okay, fine. They go back to Goku and Vegeta. They're eating. And then they have the fight between Goku and Vegeta. Again, everything is literally shot for shot the same thing. There's no difference. So I mean, this is probably one of the more easier assignments that Toyotaro's ever had. Let's be honest, because it's just like, well, especially at this part, because if he's literally just doing exactly what the superhero movie is doing with the most minor of changes, it's like, and he's getting paid for this. That shit's crazy, right? So we're already halfway done with this chapter. A lot of action shots, basically the same action shots as you see in the movie. You know, they're doing the toss and all that thing. Broly's watching. He's paying attention. Even when Beerus offers him, yo, why don't you have some ice cream with us? Broly's like intent on just watching them fight, and he's like so amazed at how, you know, they're going back and forth just like how he's doing in the movie. They're enjoying their ice cream. Even when Vegeta tosses Goku into the water and, you know, the big splash, Beerus still fucking covers them up and makes sure that they don't get wet. Broly's like all excited watching them go back and forth. And Whis even takes a jab at Beerus. It's like, oh, how thoughtful of you, Lord Beerus, protecting someone in particular, perhaps, which is clearly a nod that he clearly has a crush on Chilai. Back to Piccolo. He summons the dragon. He calls upon, you know, the dragon. This time around, though, I will say Shenron didn't have as much dialogue. Shenron made it like very obvious. He was like, oh, Piccolo, like, what's going on? And all, like, they had a whole conversation in the movie. In this version, all he said was like, oh, Master Piccolo. And then Piccolo takes the conversation. Then he says, yes, of course, thanks to my upgrade. Is that your first wish? And he's like, it is, make it so. And then boom, Piccolo gets his power up. He's like, wow, I never knew I had such power. And then all Shenron says is, I threw in a bit extra. That's it. And that's it. That's literally it. And then, you know, then of course, Bulma says, can you give my booty a minor lift like a girl half my age? Okay. Boom, bam, bop. Difference in this chapter, out of all the minor ones, is that there's a shot of Trunks that was watching all of this take place from inside. And so he calls Goten and he says, Piccolo is just at my place and I got a feeling something big is going to go down. Goten's like, oh, you mean it? And then he's like, yeah, get your butt over here. And he's like, but I'm grounded. My mom won't let me go anywhere but school. And that lines up, right? Chi-Chi's over there cooking as usual. And then Trunks is like, just say we're going to have some study session or whatever. And Goten's like, okay, I'll make it work. And he's like, okay, see you soon. And this might be a difference, which again, if it happens in this version, it's not going to matter all that much, but it'll be a difference nonetheless. Trunks does mention, and don't forget your transformation watch. So what am I getting at? If and when they get to the fight with Cellmax, we might see them in their Saiyaman X costumes first. We might. Again, it's not like it's gonna matter, right? But then that just makes me think, wow, what if they did like a Gotenks in Saiyaman X? And I know Kai's not gonna fuck with that. No. Gotenks Saiyaman X?
Oh, you make it sound like I'm the only one. You're the only one who is gonna fuck with it.
Absolutely. Yes, sir.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
I'll just like how it looks, but you know, I listen. I can read the room, okay? No one's really vibing with this shit. I get it, okay? I get it.
Nobody cares about this shit, man.
Right. So then the chapter ends with them going back to, or Piccolo actually goes back to the Red Ribbon hideout. And this is the part where Magenta decides that, oh, we should just kidnap Pan, right? So that we could get Gohan, you know, out, like to lure him out. And then Piccolo, obviously, he offers to go with the team that's about to go try to kidnap her. And yeah, that's it. To be continued. So there's the entire chapter 93. Again, this is still within the recap arc, I want to call it, of or Dragon Ball Super Superhero. So what are your thoughts, brother Ooch? Okay. Kai-san, what are your thoughts?
Nah, I'm good. They don't deserve my thoughts. Next.
Okay. And that leaves us with IQ, Little Ooch. Not so Little Ooch. I know that you are behind.
Skip.
So what did you think about this chapter?
Skip to next segment.
Okay. So there you have it. There you have it, guys. We have fully reviewed this chapter as we are obligated to, being that, you know.
As we are obligated to.
Yo, son. He
did not stutter.
He needed to make sure y'all understood what I just said and put a heavy emphasis on the fucking obligated.
Just needed to let y'all know.
Yeah, I mean, personally, I mean, you know, just to give more of an answer to this question I put out there, nothing much to really go. I mean, I didn't even react to it, you know, like there's no reason to. As a matter of fact, I started doing skits on my main channel, so shout out to that. By the time this video comes out, I should at least have a preview clip of my second skit coming up. First skit was about Goku Day, so you'll probably have more enjoyment watching that because I was making fun of a lot of these fucking fans off Twitter when it comes to Goku Day. So yeah, it was very fun. Skits are very fun to do. But yeah, chapter was whatever. It's sad, but it is what it is. We only have to endure this for another, I don't know, 3-4 months. So it'll end. And I'm hoping at that point we finally get to see some new shit. So anyways, that's that, right? So the next topic here that I have for you guys is I wanted to talk a little bit about some underrated / forgotten anime. And why is that? Well, this past weekend, Brother Ooch and I drove up to visit this guy, right? Not so little Ooch, right? And we spent the weekend. It felt good. It was very nostalgic, low key, because we were all up hella late like we used to back in the day. Okay, gaming, watching anime, and all that
4
shit.
a.m.
I was like
4
day
a.m.
two. I was like day 2.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Day two. 'Cause
yeah.
no.
Day 2 for you was definitely, we were up, but day 1 for me, this one, and Dad, it was up until like 4:30 easy, right? A.M., right? Just vibing, bullshitting, right? Now, one of my favorite parts of this weekend,
playing Street Fighter 6.
well, no, that's actually not what I was gonna say. Aside from playing Street Fighter 6 all weekend, the open beta, right? This is very fun. One of my favorite parts was this guy. He had a big brother moment, and it was so nice. So his boredom led to him looking at this one, and he said, "You wanna watch something?" And he puts him on to God Eater of all things, right? So such a out of all the shows that you could have just thought up of or chosen to watch, right? You picked God Eater, right? Now, I wanted to ask here on the podcast for everyone that's listening, right? What made you out of the blue pick God Eater?
I mean, God Eater's been in my mind for a bit now, so I was just like, that was the easiest pick I had, to be honest. Because yeah, I do have other animes to kind of catch up on, essentially like Sword Art, I guess.
Yeah.
Blue Exorcist, because I never finished season 2. I think there's one other, but yeah, nah. So, like God Eater was like the easiest pick because I've been wanting to watch it, I guess. And I wasn't expecting to low key like binge through it like we did, because we binged through that shit. Like we started like 10
at like 12
around like 10 or some shit.
It was 12.
It was like probably like after like 10:30 maybe, because Saturday wasn't Saturday the Laker game.
Yeah, it was right after.
Yeah,
true,
so I was already depressed because we lost. So it increased my boredom. So I needed something to like pick that shit up. So you know what I mean. So God Eater did its duty. And then so we binged that shit from like whatever 10:30, anywhere between 10:30 to 11 to then like 4:30. Yeah.
Nah, it was like past.
It was 4:30
It was
by
at
the time we
least.
finished.
I feel like it was around 5.
Nah, because y'all stayed up till that time. Because I
Oh,
remember,
that's true. Yeah, that is true.
I remember we finished the last episode probably by like 4:30, and then after that, then I went to sleep.
Yeah.
Pretty much. So
Yeah.
that was fire.
Yeah. So IQ Ooch, let me ask you really quick. So was it nice for this guy to finally be like, yo, let me spend some time with you and watch some fucking anime? Wasn't that nice?
Bro, it was a surprise. I was surprised he put me on a good anime. I was surprised.
Nah, but it was more so he actually enjoyed it.
Right, so
I have tried to put
Yeah,
him
no,
on
as
other shit.
I'm surprised he put me on a good anime.
I mean, all the ones I've watched are good. I don't know.
Nah, see, I understand why he said that, because you're low-key an isekai lover.
Y'all are haters.
No. You literally love the shit of the shit when it comes to fucking isekais.
Is it bad I like powers?
No. See, that shit is that is crazy, because it's like, why does that's my point. Every single time we bring this up, all it takes is you just need someone to have powers, and the rest doesn't matter.
Well, the rest doesn't matter. Like, I have to be attached to characters, or
Oh.
like, and some of the story. Like,
He wants to see a broken
story.
character. He wants to see a busted character.
It's not just one character, though. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Is it not?
It helps if there's a variety of characters. Like, out here got a couple.
Yeah, variety of bitches. One dude.
What do you mean? You don't got one dude. What do you mean?
Isekais are all the same, like he said.
No,
he was saying that since
God
he was
Eater's
like
not
10.
isekai. I'm not talking
No,
about
I know. God Eater's obviously not isekai. We're not talking about that for a second.
You're talking
No,
about
he
like
said-
high school DxD.
Yo, he got so excited when we were talking about on the drive home. He's like, yo, I'm about to watch this shit again.
Nah, that shit is fire too. Nah,
Whatever.
that shit was heat.
All right, so on the topic of God Eater, Kai, have you heard of God Eater?
Yeah.
Have you ever watched it?
No.
Recommended.
So
It's a watch.
God Eater is a show that I myself have to actually rewatch. It's been literally since the first time him and I watched it. You could probably summarize it a little better than me since you just watched it. So please go ahead and do that for our boy Kai.
I'm gonna try my best.
To the best of your ability,
I'm trying my
obviously.
best.
I got
'Cause
you
there's
with
a
the
lot
backup.
there's
I
a
got you with
lot
the
of
backup.
shit. You know,
I got
Jake
you with
could
the
back me
tag
up, too.
team.
Yeah, Jake could back me up too. So basically, how it starts, because all right, the best way I'm gonna picture it is think of like Attack on Titan in a sense. So because this is pretty much like an Attack on Titan based type of anime.
Yeah.
Very short.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's games there's three games.
There's 3 God Eater games.
To add on to the story.
Yes.
Because the way they did it is
Oh.
there's no manga. There's
Don't remind me.
Hmm?
Don't remind me.
there's no manga. So if you want to know more about the anime, like leading after season 1, you have to play the games. Unfortunately, like games 2 and 3, I'm still struggling to pull that trigger.
Hashtag bring back God Eater.
But yeah, so God Eater is basically like another Attack on Titan in short, basically, but it's different because scientists find this new cell called the Oracle cell, and basically they keep fucking around with it. Like think about like us humans, like
Yeah.
like we do hella research on different shit, and then we keep fucking around, and then something sporadic happens to where it's like, I don't know, like bad shit happens or whatever.
Yeah.
So this anime kind of resembles that in a sense, like
Right.
if you want to go deep with it. But yeah, so they find out about this new cell, then it gets spread around or some shit, and basically it's like a god descendant type of cell to where its job was to exterminate all humans, and there's no way to actually exterminate the cell like once it starts spreading, especially because they didn't expect this to happen, of course.
Right.
So then they had to make god arc weapons. That's what they're called.
Called God Arcs.
God arcs.
Oh.
To basically fight off or kill, quote unquote, like the what are they called, Jared? The Aragamis or some shit?
Aragami.
The
Aragamis?
Aragami.
Yeah, that's what they're called. These like fucking god descendant fucking, monsters and
thing.
shit like that. The way they are born are literally from like the ground. so they're like indestructible, really. So,
Yeah.
it's
And
on
then they
that
got
type
like
of
a
time.
wall and everything, like Attack on Titan. They
Yeah.
got like a huge wall.
They
and then
have,
the rest
like-
is like barren wasteland
Yeah, they have like similar walls and shit like that. But it's like
because the monsters eat all life.
yeah, they
It's
eat
just wasteland out there.
all life.
That's
It,
OD.
it goes deeper than like Attack on Titan a little bit. Like I don't know. I feel like if I had to pick one, I feel like I would pick God Eater low key.
Whoa.
And I don't even know the entire story of God Eater.
Yeah,
That's
you don't.
crazy.
You've only seen a season's worth. You sure you want to say that?
I feel like I did. If I bro, if they
Yo,
if
he's
they-
saying that like 20% because of the quotes.
Yo.
the quotes are fire.
Well, we're gonna get into that too.
Yo.
So far, Kai, hearing what they both described, is that something that you might seem interested in checking out?
Yeah, it's already been on my list.
Okay, well there it is. Boom. Out here. If you like these recommendations, then let us know. And if let us know if you've seen God Eater in the comments below, of course, because I myself need to rewatch it just because these two rewatched it. And I was playing Street Fighter 6. They was watching it right next to me, and I could hear their hype and excitement throughout this series. And one particular quote I need you to bring up, because I've never seen my brother so moved. Okay, and this guy, it takes him something crazy for him to like be moved as an individual. Okay, we're not talking ice in the veins, brother Ooch. Okay, we're not talking this bullshit. Okay, this guy literally, when they said this shit on the TV, he goes, oh.
Wait, Jared, do you remember bar for what this nigga said?
It was like I want you to pass down this compass if you ever find someone who needs to find their way. Something like that.
That is OD.
Yeah, nah, so basically, if I recall correctly, the one of the I'll call him sensei. I'll call him a sensei. His name was Linka, I believe.
He's
Okay.
the GOAT.
No, that nigga is go.
Okay.
But anyway, he's basically the sensei
Oh,
to
his name-
the main character.
His name's like Ludwig.
What's the main character's name again? It started with an L too.
Man, I forgot.
I be forgetting names
Whatever,
too, so it's
whatever.
okay.
Lenka's the main character.
Linka? Nah,
Yeah.
wait. Oh, Lindo. Okay, so okay. Mind you, Lindo is the real Lindo is the main the real nigga, the sensei. Linka is the main character, pretty much brought up from scratch and shit.
Okay.
So Lindo, he like from
Oh, I low key remember that. Yeah.
Lindo, he's the one that was carrying the compass
Yeah.
this whole entire time. And yo, as the story progresses, like once you get to like the halfway point or a little after a couple episodes, bro, they go into a backstory And this nigga Lindo gave this nigga the compass the whole time because he had it in the beginning.
Oh.
And so, bro, it like once they met up, like, nah, bro. Like, y'all gotta watch that shit to really understand. 'Cause this nigga, like, cause Linka was young as fuck by the time he got the compass from Lindo.
Yeah.
Cause Lindo like helped him and shit like that back then.
Yeah.
And this was on his come up. This was on Lindo's come up. So he already passed down the compass so he could find his direction. Nigga. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
I love how
Find
excited
his
he
way.
gets.
And then, yo, and then at one point, Linka like realizes everything, and then he gives him back the compass. And then this is when Lindo,
Who's the sensei?
said that bar about like, you know, since you found your direction, pretty much like pass it down to whoever is in need of it.
Yeah.
And then that nigga, that was that fire shit. And then he
Made
ends
him want
up
to get a
passing it down.
compass.
He ends up passing it down to the girl who was always into Lindo because I don't want to. I'm not gonna spoil no more.
Okay,
I'm not
yeah,
gonna spoil no
you
more.
did say a lot.
I
You
did
did
kind of say a lot, and I know Kai's about to watch, but I don't know when. But you'll when you watch it, you'll know what I'm saying.
It's a quick 13 episodes.
It's 13 episodes. If you want to binge that, you know, recommend it. That's an easy binge.
4
too.
hours.
It's an
4
easy
hours.
binge because the story is crazy. Like there's good, like it's depth.
It's
It
like
is
one
depth.
of those where once you start, it's like hard to
Oh,
put down.
It's hard to put.
Yeah,
down.
no, because they were. It looked like they were tired, but no, they just powered it through. They just kept themselves up
Yo,
to watch
intro
this
was
shit.
hype. Ending was hype. The soundtrack was
the
hype.
Soundtrack's OD.
The soundtrack kept us, bro.
Yeah,
The soundtrack carried.
they
it.
instantly
That was-
found the fucking soundtrack on Spotify, playing that shit in the car. It was great. It was actually a good
but
time.
that ending, yo, that still has me in my bag a little bit.
Yeah.
Just
So-
because I can't finish it.
So all right. So here's the last thing I'll definitely throw into this God Eater hat right now is that this is how you know this guy was moved by the show, okay? Because the one thing that he doesn't do is research, okay? He doesn't research animes, but when he really fucks with it, that is exactly what he did. He went on Google.
Yeah, before I went to sleep, I went on Google. I
He
said, yo,
looked
is this
up
shit coming back?
all this shit about it, and he was telling me about it in the car. I'm like, you're telling me all this shit? And he's like, yeah, there's no manga, there's only the games, and there was supposed to be a season 2, but it's been this many years and still nothing. I'm like,
Yeah, there was
Damn.
supposed to be a season 2 apparently in like 2019 or like 2020, and then some bullshit happened. I guess they never released
it's
it.
probably called the pandemic.
COVID.
Potentially the pandemic stalled it, but I mean, I feel like there's still hope if they wanna,
Yeah.
like, you know, project.
Yeah,
it.
because didn't you tell me that game sales were good?
Game, yeah, apparently. How the fuck game
He tryna
sales
play-
good?
he
How
tryna
the
play
fuck
the
a game sales good, and y'all not gonna put out more, bro.
Yeah, so admittedly, I own the first 2 games. I never beat them because that's a personal problem. I just have a lot of games. So my backlog is never ending, and there's a lot of games that I own that I haven't even touched. God Eater 2 being one of them. The first one I did start playing back when I first got it. However, I got it during a time before it was even out, so I got it imported. I had the Japanese version.
Yeah,
It was Japanese, very heavy. It was a heavy Japanese tech. It was, oh my god, Japanese text heavy. That's what it is. Okay, it was Japanese text heavy, and it was like very early on. I got stuck and I couldn't figure out what to do because Japanese. Yeah, so it happens. It is what it is, right? But now that he's all crazed on it, I offered it. I said, hey, if you're trying to continue this experience, you can, because when I bought God Eater 2, when it came to America, it came with the first one digitally. So my PS4 that I left in the living room, it has that shit, and you could just plug a controller in and play that shit.
I questioned their marketing
Oh, here we go.
because
It was a
because
promotional
the
anime.
order that they were doing this in, they basically produced the season 1 for the game, for game 1.
Uh-huh.
So if they were going that route, why wouldn't they wait until they produce season 2 to basically like go into the game, or like, you know, what's the word? Like,
Production?
No, not production. Like sequel into something.
Into a third one? What are you talking about?
Well, nah, cause you know how like the manga comes first and then
Oh,
anime?
like an order.
Pretty much.
Well, yeah, I mean, we were talking about that too a little bit. Like, a lot of times, manga always comes first, but then there's a rarity where, in this case, the game was you know, popular enough that it got an anime adaptation off the game.
But
You know?
I thought it was the anime before the game.
Oh well,
We
okay.
can just
Well,
look it
yeah,
up.
yeah,
We
yeah,
can look it
I'm
up.
sorry.
That's what I'm
yeah,
saying.
yeah, yeah.
Because if
I
that's the
mixed it up.
case, if they wanted to produce more numbers on their game, they should have arguably released season 2 like
Mhm.
leading into the game
Right? Yeah.
to hype it up,
Yeah.
and then that will
I mean, the thing is, the crazy part is they had. I mean, it's weird to say. I don't know, because like the anime came first, right? And then
No.
then the games happened, and
Yeah.
then the game did well. So then they figured, okay, we'll just make another game.
I get but
Yeah, no. Wait,
and
wait.
there's 3.
The TV series came out 2015.
And when did
Game
when did the
came out in
first
like
God Eater?
2010.
The first God Eater came out 2010.
no,
Apparently.
something like that.
So the game did come first.
the game came first. Okay.
Yeah. So it seems, so that's the thing, right? Sometimes games, they have like a plan, I guess, you know, like some of them are kind of designed to, like, you know, have sequels, and God Eater has 3 of them. So they figured, okay, God Eater 1 was so successful, we'll make a season about it. But then after that, you know, they had their 2, but then something happened with the anime.
Yeah, they got cut off.
You know, it could, you know, and that's the other thing. It could have also been because of a delay in animators not
Well,
available.
I think it was, if I remember correctly, when I like Googled the shit, I think it was like there was a problem with high production costs.
And there it is.
Yeah. So
I don't know why I applauded that, but I just wanted to ding it. So it's a bad habit.
It
It's
has
these 2
some. I think
fingers.
it has something to do with high production costs. But that, even if that was gonna be delayed, they should have still released it, arguably. But
Yeah.
if the pandemic got in the way, then the pandemic got in the
It
way.
makes me wonder, production costs for an anime versus production costs for a game, because they made 3 of them. So to me, just going off of that, it seems like it's way less to produce a video game than it does is for an anime. I don't know.
They like, I don't know, bro. I feel like if at this point, like in this day and age, especially, like if they were to market it well, like especially for the season 2 or something, like I feel like they would get a lot of numbers.
I think so.
Like
I hope so.
To arguably at least get into like a top 10 scenario, like with current animes today, because bro, that story is crazy.
Yeah, it's heartbreaking. That's why I had this listed as underrated / forgotten, because outside of us, I never hear anybody talking about God Eater, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, that's
You know?
weird because it's a good story.
I will say this last thing, and then we'll move on, because I got other things I want to talk about with you guys today. Is that if it was to come back, next year would be a perfect timing, because Attack on Titan will be finished. However, it will be rivaling itself with Kaiju number 8. Because I'm telling you, that's it's no coincidence that Attack on Titan's ending and Kaiju number 8's gonna start its anime. I'm telling you, I've told you about it, but when it starts, you're gonna fuck with that hard. Good
No,
story.
Kaiju number 8 is fire.
He reads it, I read it.
Is that the one you were talking about in the car?
No, I didn't mention that. No, oh no, that one I was telling you about was called Heart Gear. That's something
So
different.
what's this? What's Kaiju?
Kaiju number 8 is about okay, so Japan takes place, well, Japan takes place. In Japan, they are infested with like kaiju, like, you know, Godzillas and shit like that, right? And so they have teams, divisions that are, you know, suited and equipped to battle and destroy these monsters. And there's like a cleanup crew that, you know, obviously handles all of the mess that happens after the battles are done. So you have the main character who was a part of the cleanup crew, who's had a dream to become a part of that defense force, right? And so one of his like, friends from childhood, she's a part of that. And he's like, oh, like, I'm trying to, do that too. Something happens and he ends up becoming a kaiju himself.
Oh.
Yeah. So
the enemy.
Well, that's what makes it interesting because it's just like,
and then he tries to join the fighting squad.
Exactly. And he does that while he's a kaiju. But it's like, at first he has to like learn how to control it because it's like a transformation thing. Like he has a human form still. Just like Attack on Titan.
Okay.
They have their humans and then they like, and then boom, right?
Oh yeah, but it's not a kaiju where he like turns like 60 feet tall.
Yeah, no. It's
a
not like Titan
humanoid.
size. It's like the kaijus, they're like, these kaijus are not like, I mean, some are. Like Godzilla has a cameo. Like he's off in the background. You tell. I'm like, okay, that's Godzilla, right? But they're gonna say that. You know what I'm saying? But like the other kaijus, they're numbered. So like number 9 is like fucking OD strong, and like, was it number 9 that had the ability to make other ones, or was it 10? I forget. But you know what I'm talking
Well,
about.
I don't. Yeah, no. The numbers are like the kaiju that appeared that year. Like he's the 8th kaiju that appeared that year.
Yeah. It's not like how in Bleach where like the Espada or whatever, they're like the ones that are closer to one of the strongest.
So it's the opposite.
It's like, well, it's not even that. It's just like he said. It's just in order of appearance.
Okay.
So
any of them can be
when Kafka, the main character, showed up, they didn't know it was him. They classified him as number 8. So that's why the show is called Kaiju number 8, because it's him.
It's about him.
Yeah. But yo, action's great, story's great. Like, oh man, I can't say too much because it, like,
it's fine.
Yeah, that's it. I gotta. Sorry.
Yo, Brandon. Also, if you want to see OP character, Solo Leveling's coming out too. Anime.
Ooh, I've heard good things about Solo Leveling. You remember Sean? Sean has told me to watch and read. No, he's told me to read Solo Leveling for years. That's been a manhwa, probably longer or as long as God of High School. And
Is God of High School ever coming back too?
I fucking don't know. I really wish. That's another one.
Yo, I forgot about.
That's
That's kind of forgotten one. I forgot about that.
Bro, look.
He's about to flip the table. Son. Oh shit. All right. Well, yeah.
Yo,
so
that's low key a forgotten one too. I forgot about God of High School.
God of High School. I
was going through like the fucking like our
the queue.
Not even the queue. Like what we have saved on Crunchyroll, like for animes to
yeah,
watch and shit.
yeah.
All that's in there.
Yeah.
Like I put God Eater in there. Fucking. I passed through fucking God High School. Fucking
Tower of God.
Tower of God. Another one season bank. Like, yo, what are these?
I never
niggas
watched
doing?
that.
You never watched Tower of God? You should watch it. You'd
What?
like. You would like it.
Nah, Tower of
Doesn't
God's
Kai
pretty
hate
legit.
like one of the characters?
Yeah.
The whole world does. It's not me.
It's yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm not alone.
He's not. He's not. He's not.
But I don't understand.
I'll watch it soon.
That's crazy, bro.
Did you watch Kai? Did you watch God of High School as well?
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right. Did you enjoy that over Tower of God, or like how would you?
At the time, I did.
Ooh.
But
yeah.
In the moment, yes, I did.
Yeah,
But then like after the fact and rewatching it, I didn't. And that's only because I got really tired of seeing Wukong everywhere.
Oh yeah. Yeah. See, we're starting to get to that point where animes are like picking up on like, hey, let's use Wukong. Cause fucking Dragon Ball's being slow as shit with it. And there's only one person that did it right. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Nasir. But yeah, so all right, moving along. This next topic that I have here that I wrote down is there's a Wendy's update that we have for you guys. Nothing crazy.
Wendy's.
But yes, we have a Wendy's update because we recently, of course, obviously, all had Wendy's, right? And it was a family order, clearly, right?
Oh
So-
yeah. They got it right.
So yeah. So here's the update, Kai. And he figured this out, right? You have a large order, right? You're feeding a family of 5, okay? 3 of them are in this room,
Niggas.
okay?
You gotta say it right.
No, shut
Family
up.
of niggas.
So
Grown
it's
men.
3 of us, dad and grandma, right? It's 5. Okay. So dad orders like what? Like
$58 worth.
58. He remembers the
Bro got the exact.
$58 worth of food. Okay. Hella nuggets, a bunch of chicken sandwiches, clearly fries with everything, drinks.
Large.
Look, okay. So naturally, because it's such a large order, you would think and hope that the sauce count was up, right? For us, thankfully, it was.
Yes.
Now, the first thing that this one made sure he did before he even pulled out the lot was he checked the bag. And he goes, this fucking sauce count better be right. Opens that bitch up. And he's like, oh yeah. He's going through all the sauces. He's like, that's what I'm fucking talking about, right? That's what he was acting like. So then we get back to the house to like actually like disperse it on the table and like eat. And he's like, you know what? He's like, the more you spend, the more sauces you get. And then I'm pretty sure it was IQ that said there's a sauce bracket.
They got a fucking bracket up there or some shit.
Yeah. So there's a sauce bracket apparently, right? So there it is, right? So that's the Wendy's update. Kai, do you have any thoughts on that?
No, that was OD.
It was OD, right? Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. So next we're gonna go over some comments. So again, I'm looking at the time that we have now. We have time for some, but just in case, if we don't get through them all this week, make sure you guys, obviously, that y'all can hit us up with the super thanks, and we'll prioritize those first and foremost. So as a reminder. So here we go. So this person says, I'm glad that Toyotaro didn't make Goku critique Vegeta and not know what meditating was. Instead, he was just weirded out that Vegeta was meditating in the first place. Okay, so they're obviously referring to this latest chapter. So yeah, nothing. You got anything to add, Kai? Okay, dinged. All right. IQ, no? Something? All right, yeet. All right, so this person says, they start with a bunch of laughing emojis. They say, the Uchi brothers saying my name like a commercial. Oh, this must be Jayante Sheridan, I think. Sheridan! My man is tier 4. So he said, but thank you for the shout outs. Thank you for the podcast, because y'all keep my entertainment level, my emotional level at top tier.
Gotta make sure our niggas in check.
Okay, well,
Yeah, I mean,
whatever. But yes, that is heartfelt. It definitely, it does mean a lot especially for someone like me. So he goes on to say, y'all get me through my work days where nothing going on. Shout out to Brandon for the ad libs. Sherry. Along with the fact this dude make me laugh damn near every episode. Shout out to Kai Sama for his realness 24/7. All right, keeping that shit in check. Shout out to IQ Oosh for keeping his education life in check. See, that's why that's why I keep telling you, stop fucking hating on this guy with his AP classes. Okay, just because the two of us couldn't do it doesn't mean you gotta shit on him.
who's that a shit or not?
No. See, the way you shit on him is you go, why you doing that?
You gotta live.
Yeah. You see what I mean? So, right. And then he says, and shout out to Uchi for being an all-around amazing person with the best energy. I'm with y'all to the very end. My goodness. If that's not the greatest fucking compliment we've gotten on this podcast thus far, I don't know what is, but thank you so much for that. That is really awesome and really nice of you to say. Damn, that's a lot of niceness and greatness there. So any responses to the homie Jayante? Sheridan. Early shout out, right?
Thank you for the support. My boy.
Thank you. Yeah.
W, the GOAT.
Nice, the goats. Yes. Okay. All right. So let's see. Yeah, we got a little bit more time. Okay. This next person said, excited for new episode of Full Power Podcast. Bummed that another. They said, it's all love. The fact that they said they're excited for a new episode of us, but they're bummed that the fucking new chapter is super rehashing events and not making sense. Hearing you guys chat is worth it though. That is love. Thank you so much. Let's see. This other person says, long hair gang assemble. Oh, don't let the freshly cut grass looking head folk know about the extra sensory abilities. S-level secret.
God damn. That's new as fuck.
Wait a second.
Bro, how did he come up with that?
This man said extra sensory abilities.
Extra sensory abilities.
I gotta test this. Next time I'm out, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna look fucking crazy. I'm gonna look like fucking Daredevil. You see Daredevil when he's like, he's obviously blind, so he'd be like, that's just OD. But yes, that's an S-level secret. Shout outs to the compliment. Let's see. This person said, I had a very, very, very long hair in my 20s since then, and my hair was getting in my way and just cut it off, and now I look very Shoto style. But I do miss having long hair. Oh. Shoto style meaning like Ryu, like Street Fighter type, you know what I'm saying? Dudes that do Shoryukens, Hadokens, and shit like that. Hearing about all this long hair, Kai, you getting any changed feelings towards maybe growing it back?
Only time will tell.
Ooh, only time will tell. Yo, this is how Kai works, right? He's not gonna say shit for months, right? Next thing you know, he not gonna say he's not gonna say shit for months, right?
Yo, he right though.
Yeah. Next thing you know, he's gonna be like, he gonna take the fucking hat off, and that's just gonna, that's some fucking Black Clover magic shit, real quick. Oh man, yeah. So, all right, and then let's see. I think this might be the last one. Yeah, this is the last one that we'll have time for right here. And we're gonna wrap things up with the banger of the week and the Patreon shout outs, and then we're out. So this last one says, heavy fuck with your podcast, guys. Keep it up. And we shall. Thank you very much. Thoughts? Response?
Responsible.
To what they said.
Comment?
Yes.
Heavy fuck?
Yeah.
That's what he said?
Did you not hear what I just said?
He said heavy fuck.
He said, heavy fuck with your podcast, guys. Keep it up.
Yeah, like.
And I said, response? Do you have anything to add?
I mean,
say?
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you. Shit. God damn. Kai, are you? I think I heard you say thanks.
Appreciate it.
All right, cool. All right, well, in that case, it is that time for your banger of the week. And it is.
I do it,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And that was your banger of the week. Old Codex, the artist. The song is Fide. And of course, if you couldn't already tell, that was the God Eater opening. Naturally, because we spent some nice time talking about it. So
yeah, play another one. It's called Sunday.
Sunday.
That one's fire.
Hey, maybe next week.
That was fire.
Maybe next week, but I'm pretty sure you know what time it is. Yes, it's time, ladies and gentlemen, for Patreon shoutouts. All right, here we go. As a reminder for those that are looking to hear their name shout out at the end of the episode, feel free, hit us up. Full Power Podcast, over on the Patreon page.
So long.
Shout out to our boy Jayante.
There it is.
Thank you. Well, shout out to our boy Anthony Parker. Oh, thank you.
Park that shit.
Park that shit. Shout out to my girl Crystal. Oh, thank you. You're welcome. Shout out to our boy Dante TX. Thank you. Oh yeah, I like that one. Shout out to our boy Jerick Rivera. Thank you.
Well,
shout out to our boy Lewis Barnett. Oh, thank you.
you're welcome.
And shout out to our boy Mr. Washed. Oh, thank you.
Clean that shit up.
Shout out to our boy, or I should say man, Odd Man Out. Oh, thank you.
Never count them out.
Never. Yeah. Shout out to our boy, A Soul Awakens. Thank you.
Wake your ass up.
Wake it. And shout out to our boy Super Saiyajin SAWFT Soft. Oh, thank you.
Well,
shout out to our boy Travis Boyette. Oh, thank you.
welcome.
And shout outs to our boy with the final Chidori Vegeta Uchiha. Thank you.
Well,
and shout outs to Worse Than a Demon. Demon time. Oh, thank you. Attention! From the land of the rising sun, the only one. Yes, 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 yes. Hold on, here we go. Oh shit! Almost dropped that one. Ready? Hold on, I want to do this one. Snap your fucking fingers. Our boy,
yo.
Yes, sir.
And again, if you want to hear your name shout out at the end of these hype ass episodes, please feel free, hit us up over on the Patreon page, Full Power Podcast, with the extras, the behind the scenes, the bonus content, the bangers of the week, and obviously supporting us here and this set at Full Power Podcast. Become a thriving Ozaru today. If you have a comment, question, concern, business inquiry, or fan art, trying to sponsor, you know, hit us up, say hi, topic, whatever. fullpowerpod@gmail.com. That is fullpowerpod@gmail.com.
I got egg.
Go ahead.
Anata itala.
Yeah. Okay. Uh-huh. Hit us up on the Bluebird on Twitter at FullPowerPod. All right, boys. Well, that brings us to the conclusion of this episode. And I realized that we didn't talk about One Piece this week, but that's okay because, you know, there's only but so much time in an episode, right? We'll leave it for next week, of course. By then, I should probably be more deep within the chapters. I am on chapter like 34, 33, something like that. And I'm enjoying the story quite much. So keeping up with that. I don't know when I'm going to actually start watching it, but reading it is a lot faster. So I'm pretty sure Kai's going to be joining me soon as his list of shit is lessened or whatever, right? So, Brother Ooch, what do you got for the people at home?
Shit. Okay.
You don't have anything. Okay.
No. Stay fresh, stay clean. Get yourself a nice fucking cologne. Ice in the fucking veins, nigga. And have yourselves a nice day. You know what I mean?
Okay. You're gonna have to work on that fucking arm movement.
Yeah, nah, this mic got me fucked up.
It did.
I got it.
See, the mic is trying to prevent you from your bullshit. Yeah.
Tight.
He tried to underhook that shit. Like, whatever.
You know what I mean?
Okay, sound. What you got for the people left at home?
Gotta keep all your anime and manga lists in check. I feel like we need more recommendations out here because it's starting to become a little dry, especially for people like us who have been in it longer than it was popular. So we're starting to see a lot of the good shit. We need more.
Absolutely. I heavy agree with that. And our boy IQ, not so little Ooch, what you got for the people left at home?
Donations still open at I'm_modified47 on Twitter. If you want to donate,
nigga, you
for
need a Venmo or something.
Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom.
Wow, he really just plugged his entire shit looking for a dono. Well, if you want to make it a little easier, you guys, because I don't know, do you even have a PayPal?
Maybe
That's a negative.
He does not have a PayPal.
If there's any like willing folks out there that are generous enough to want to gift this kid the game, the easiest way is do it through me, and I will send it to him. Whether it's like one of the eShop cards or the game itself, just you could literally, there's like a Throne Gifts thing in the description, or you could just go onto my Twitter, and it's easier to do it to me since he doesn't fucking have a PayPal. So anyways, I guess that'll do it from us. It's been your boy, Ooch, the lethal one, brother Ooch, the homie of all the Kais, Kai Kassan, and our boy, not so little IQ Ooch. Make sure you guys taking care of yourselves. May the power protect, keep it locked, loaded right here on this podcast. Stay safe, stay clean, and stay the hell inside. And we'll see y'all next time. You know I gotta do this 3 times, right? That was 2. And see ya. That was 4. I'm sorry. All right, here we go. Bye. Can I get a yo yo yo?
Yo yo yo. Ness yo yo.
Ness yo yo. I got it. Oh, okay. I had to think about that for a second. I was like, Ness. PK fire. All right, sorry.
I'll be expecting some Tears of the Kingdom. I'll be expecting the donations rolling in.